It's a sight bird watchers travel far and wide to see and rarely do. But our news team had the good fortune of not only observing the courting ritual of West Indian flamingos, but caught it all on camera. Cleopatra Murphy has the story of how a once dwindling population is now thriving at the 287 square mile Inagua National Park.
In the air and chest out, the country's national bird signals the start of the mating season. Good news for the once nearly endangered species. Great Inagua is home to more than 70,000 West Indian flamingos, the largest colony in the world. That was not always the case, though. Inagua National Park Senior Park Warden Henry Nixon says when it was created in 1965, there were less than 800 birds because they were hunted.
In the old days, it used to be a problem because, the folks used to eat the flamingos for food. It was more food for them than to say really poaching. They will go and they'll get some birds that they need to feed their family. But nowadays the people became more educated, so it's a different story today.
Nixon and his nephew Randolph Casper Burroughs are second and third generation wardens. They took up the mantle from their ancestors who were recruited to help preserve the population in 1952 by Robert Porter Allen from the Audubon Society.
My grandfather and his brother were the two best hunters back in the days when Mr. Allen and Mr. Sprunt came to Inagua to try do some conservation work. They got the two best hunters, convinced them to, change around from hunting them to protecting them.
Today the species thrives on the island, also the home to wild donkeys and other birds. Burroughs says their efforts to preserve the flamingo population are vital.
Flamingos might have been extinct, but just something that you hear about. Whereas if you could look out here right now, we have a flock of about maybe 500 birds, and right now it looks like they're going through their courtship ritual. So the guys are fancying out themselves for the girls. So hopefully in the next few months we will have some nesting. We didn't have any last year, but this year looks a bit promising.
The two say they encourage Bahamians and tourists alike to visit the park. Burroughs adds that as a non-profit organization, the BNT depends on donations. People interested in joining can contact the Trust for more information. Cleopatra Murphy, ZNS Network News.